Hi, this is Danny. I am the creator of the first Medi-Holistic skin resurfacing method and skincare line, and I am the creator of Skin Harmonics. And I'm jumping on here today to give sunburn advice on what to do with a bad sunburn. So, this is something that has been happening a lot lately with some of my people and clients and friends that have been able to finally travel after being in lockdown for so long. So a lot of sunburn accidents are happening right now. And I want to say that, yes, it's awful that we get a sunburn and it's just kind of part of the learning curve until we get it, right, when we're older, how unnecessary it is. And if you did get a sunburn, know that you can drastically reduce the negative effects by doing proper you know, basically repair. Don't think that it's all the destruction is done and there's nothing you can do. You can do a lot by treating a sunburn in the right way. So I'm going to do a quick overview of how I treat a sunburn, and this is also in my newsletter too. So what's in my first aid kit is, and these are things that most people have around. There might be one or two things that aren't as common, but I think the best thing about a first aid kit is that you're not looking for complicated items. So the first thing that's in my kit is really good quality spring water. Not because we don't want to use the water that's from our sink. We want to use a water that doesn't have any chlorine in it. So really good spring water, a really good aloe vera gel, and lavender essential oil, a little bit of vitamin E oil, and coconut oil, and which is something that's cold pressed, the thick kind, the kind that you would eat. And that goes for the aloe vera gel as well. You never want to get aloe vera gel in any skin aisle because you can about bet that it's going to have weird stuff in it. And it's even at our health food store. So get your aloe vera gel and the coconut oil, food grade, right? And is cold pressed, organic, all that. And then the final thing is washcloths. So the thicker, the better. And so what you're going to do, this might be the thing that you might not have on hand, is just plain Arnica Gel for the final stages. So then this is what you're going to do with all of these things. So you're going to chill the spring water. You're going to get it cold in a bowl, and you're going to do packs over and over of the washcloth soaked in this cold spring water. And you're gonna, for a good 5 to 15, 20 minutes, all you're gonna do is lay the cold pack that's really wet with cold water, leave it there for a few minutes, take it off, and begin again. Rinse it in the sink, or squeeze it out in the sink, go back in and get fresh, really cold spring water. And so you're going to just continually do this to pull heat out of this sunburn. And you're going to do this for about 10 to 20 minutes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put on the cold aloe vera gel. And then this is optional. I sell a really amazing rose water that is just so soothing and healing. So then you can mist with my organic Bulgarian oxygenated rose water. You want to be careful about rose water because it can get moldy quickly, and a lot of it is synthetic. And if it is natural, it has a lot of really hardcore preservatives in it. So it's something that I've spent a lot of time inventing or putting together and creating with my rose water to balance all of these factors. So anyways, you're going to use cold aloe vera gel. You're going to mist if you happen to have my Devote rose water on hand. And then you're going to take a mixture of the coconut oil, the little bit of vitamin E oil, and lavender oil, and you're going to put that on top of your skin. And not a lot. Again, we don't want to trap heat in our skin. But we do need some kind of barrier to prevent the aloe vera gel from evaporating and the water that your skin has soaked up. And that's really important to do, to layer everything in this manner. And then you're going to leave it alone for a good, few hours. And after 2 or 3 hours, or when you feel that heat building, sometimes it can be only an hour when the sunburn is super fresh, you're going to go back in and you're going to repeat the whole process. And you're going to do several rounds of pulling the heat out, pulling the heat out, pulling the heat out with the cold washcloths, misting with the Devote, using the cold aloe, and then putting a light layer of that oil mixture on top, and then letting it rest. And you're going to maybe do that multiple times a day. And letting it rest is important because sunburned skin can't be touched too much. So that resting period is important. And of course, you definitely want to do this before you go to bed at night, is set your skin up this way, have it cooled, have it hydrated, and have the lavender and the oil and the vitamin E in place so that it has something to, keep the hydration happening overnight. So that's the best way to treat a sunburn. That is very simple. And the final part of this would be that the Arnica Gel, which you can get even at Walgreens these days, is used towards the end. Once your skin has released that heat, it might take several days. That's when you can work in the Arnica Gel. And you just keep doing everything minus the cold packs. The Arnica Gel can sometimes be thick, and that can trap heat in. And so it's important that we do the Arnica Gel at the end once we're through that initial phase of all that excess heat that's been drawn out of our skin. So I hope that all made sense. It's written out in my newsletter where it's a little perhaps neater and more organized. And again, if you get a sunburn, know that there's so much you can do, and that it's not too late to do the right thing that will make a huge difference for how your skin moves forward after this sunburn. And, we just kind of have to just chalk it up to learning. It happens to almost everyone I know. Like, we just don't take the sun seriously until we burn ourselves with it. And then, lesson learned, right? So this is what to do in the worst of circumstances. And I'll see you guys next time.